Coach Deborah has a passion and purpose to assist young men, ages 15 to 24, to overcome obstacles and build their best lives. She wants to see every young man live out their potential. She has a master's degree in human services counseling, with a major in life coaching. More importantly, she is the mother of 3 boys, who are exceptional, educated, professional men. Coach Deborah believes it is better to train early, rather than need to fix later. She utilizes basic principles and God-led concepts. Sometimes the only thing a young man has is their credibility or their name. The actions they take are based on the decisions they make. Those decisions align with their choices and result in consequences. Coach Deborah can assist you if you are lost, floundering, or confused. Embrace the help and start building your best life today.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Coach Deborah, and I'm happy to have you here with us on Saturday Morning Real. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's all about writing that blueprint for success. That's what we want to make sure that you do and get accomplished this year, your blueprint for success. Now, this month of May, our theme is Blueprint for Moms and Sons. Blueprint for Moms and Sons. And we have another fantastic topic today. But before we get into that, I do want to thank you so very much for everything that you do in support of Build Your Best Life. We thank you for your prayers, and we love, love, love when you like, comment, and share. So please continue to like our Build Your Best Life Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube page, comment often, and share, share, share. We just love it. Well, this morning I have a topic for you that I hope you will enjoy, and it goes along with our theme. But the title of our lesson this morning is Moral Compass. Moral compass. Now, moral compass refers to an individual's ability to judge right and wrong and then act accordingly. You know what's right, you know if it's wrong, so you're supposed to do the actions that go along with what you're supposed to do, right? Everyone, not just you, not just me, but everyone has a moral compass. And guess what? It's unique to you. You don't have my moral compass, and I don't have yours. So the attributes that we have only pertain to us. We may have some similarities in some areas to some people, but no two are the same. Now, again, we're talking about mothers and sons this month, and mothers are usually the primary caregiver for their children. But she carries them in her womb. Then when she has them, she cares for them, she nurtures them, she protects them, she teaches them. And then she may be also the ones who initially teach them a whole lot of things that I'm going to talk about today that have to do with moral compass. The first one is self-discipline. Self-discipline. I love this one. Now, so when a child is young, they normally do what the parent drives them to do. So they are not old enough to be self-disciplined, but we have to tell them what to do, when to do it, how to do it, until they get to a point of being self-disciplined. But you got to start out. You got to teach them early, but you got to start them out. That is key, 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 key. So some of those things may be, you have to let them know what time to get up. When they're small, if they have to go to daycare, you have to go to work, you may have to wake them up. As they get older, you tell them what time they need to get up. They can have an alarm clock on their phones or whatever in their rooms. But that's something that you more or less have to dictate. Sorry about that. You have to tell them, brush your teeth. You know, that's one of those things. Well, I brushed them yesterday. Well, you have to brush them today, and you got to brush them before you go to bed too, because you are teaching them that self-discipline, and you're getting them into that routine of knowing how to do it all the time. But in the beginning, you kind of have to steer them along the way, right? You have to guide them in their eating. Some of them just going to want to eat snacks. Some of them have like one food that they like. They might just always want, I want some corn. I want some corn. I want some corn. Don't you want some raspberries? No, I want some corn. Might be a mac and cheese person. I want mac and cheese. I want mac and cheese. I want cheese pizza. They may not even eat that type of food. They just want snacks. They want chips. They want gummy bears. They want cookies. They want anything except what they need. But as that mother and that nurturer, excuse me, it doesn't always work, but you have to try to what? Fix them that balanced meal. You put it on their plate and you tell them why it's important and give them strong muscles and pretty hair and bright eyes. And you try to get them to eat what they need to eat, right? Because you're trying to teach them that self-discipline. There's a time to go outside. Can't go outside when they want to. You may have them to begin to do little chores. No, you have to go put your shoes in your room. You have to pick up your toys. Then we can go outside and play. You teach them how to share. Well, you have to share with others. Well, why? Why? You'll see they'll get into that phase of why. Everything is why. Because you have to share. Well, why? It's mine. Yes, but they're your friend and they are playing with you. They don't have a toy like that. Don't you want to share with them, let them see how it works? What if you were at their house and you didn't have a toy? Wouldn't you want them to share? Yes. Okay, so you have to share as well. And you know, that might be one of those hard lessons, but you have to teach them that. Teach them how to play with others. You know, you don't hit. You don't kick, you play, you interact with others. You have to teach them that so when they get older, they know how to do those type things. But that is a part of that moral compass. You're teaching them how to be self-disciplined. That's a big one. The next one I want to talk about is kindness. Kindness. You're like, oh, I got to teach kindness. Yes, we want all our kids to be kindness. We tell them about the golden rule. We tell them why they need to be kind. They need to, treat people like they want to be treated. They want people to play with them and share with them. They have to do the same. You teach them, okay, you have to speak to people. Well, you said we don't supposed to talk to strangers. Well, we're not going to talk to the stranger. We're not going to stop. We're not going to hold the stranger's hand. We're not going to see what the stranger has. We don't care if they got puppies or kittens. We're not going to do that. We're just going to say hello and we're going to keep walking. We don't stop and see if, no, we just going to say hello and we're going to keep walking. Oh. And if it's a stranger, hello, and we're going to keep moving. We're not going to stop. If it's somebody we know and it's our friend, then we can stop. Otherwise, we just saying hello and we keep going. Then someone gives you a gift. What are you supposed to do? Oh, I'm supposed to take it and open it up and see what it is and start playing with it. No. The first thing you're supposed to do is say thank you. But they wanted me to have it. Yes, they wanted you to have it, but they did not have to buy it for you. Nobody owes you anything. If they come into my party, they don't owe me anything. No. You invited them to your party because they're your friends or your classmate and you want to have a good time. And so you need to have people to play with you so you can have a good time. You didn't invite them so they could bring you a gift. Oh, so I'm supposed to say thank you. Yes. If you drop something and somebody picks it up and hands it to you, guess what? You're supposed to say thank you. Well, why? Because they didn't have to pick it up. They could have left it down there. Well, I could pick it up, but maybe you got a lot of other things in your arms and you can't pick it up. Oh, sometimes it might become a struggle get as when they're really, really young, trying to explain the different concepts, but you want these things to be ingrained in their moral compasses. It's the way you have them in yourself. You know how to be kind, how to treat others, what to do, what not to do. These are the same type things that we want to teach our young people. Right? Right. The next one I want to talk about is honesty. Honesty. Don't know why, but sometimes when kids are young, they can make up some little tales. And why they do that, I don't know, but they can just come up with it and they can say, it's just things out of the blue. And it's not true at all. I remember when one of my godddaughters, I think she was 3 and my son was 3. And she came to spend the night. She's going to spend the night with us. And so I gave her a bath and then got her all situated in her PJs. And then next, my son got his bath. And when she saw her dad, the first thing she said, for whatever reason, me and so-and-so took a bath together. No, you didn't. They didn't. They weren't even in the same room. They did not take a bath together. Why she said that, I don't know. But kids will just do things like that. They'll say, oh, well, I took mom to the store today. You took mom to the store? You mean you went to the store with your mom? No, I took her to the store. Well, how did you take her to the store? On my bicycle? Okay. So these little things where they don't mean, any harm, they're just using, I guess, their imaginations. We have to begin to teach them that that's not being honest. You're telling a little fib, and those little fib become lies. You're not supposed to lie. You're always supposed to tell the truth. You're not supposed to say anything unless it's true. You have to tell the truth. You're not supposed to not be truthful. Oh. So if something happens, let's just say that I leave you with the babysitter and I tell you that you can't, uh, you like to drink out of my glass when I'm at home, but I only let you do it when I'm home because I hold it for you. So don't tell a babysitter that you can hold it. Because what happens if, you do something different? So you can't hold my glass while I'm gone, okay? Okay. So they hold the glass, they break the glass. Who broke my glass? Who broke my glass? My glass is broke. Did you break my glass? Okay, nobody was here but you and the babysitter. Babysitter said she didn't break the glass. Did you break the glass? Why are you telling me no? Because I don't want you to be mad at me. Okay, but I know you broke it. You're the only one here that could have broke it. But you have to tell me the truth. But I don't want you to be mad. But it's okay if I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be madder if you don't tell me the truth. You have to tell the truth. If you start saying things today and telling little lies like that, like something I know, so you're not telling me the truth, you'll do that all the time, and you'll be a grown person and you'll be telling lies to people, and they won't trust you, and they won't want to associate with you because you're not a truthful person. You're not honest. So now it's the time for you to start telling the truth. If I get angry, I'm going to say that. If I'm disappointed, I'm going to say that. But I prefer for you to tell the truth, because if you don't tell the truth, I'm going to be furious. I'm really going to be angry. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be yelling. So we don't want that, right? No. Okay, so we're going to always tell the truth. So when you're 10, when you're 15, when you're 18, did you sneak out the house when I went to sleep last night? I know I had taken some medicine because I didn't feel good. Did you sneak out the house? I know y'all. See, I already know you did. So when I ask a question, yes, ma'am. Why you do that? Well, because I know you didn't feel good and you were in there and you were asleep, and I didn't want to bother you to ask you if I could go. I know you probably would have said I could go. No, you probably know I would have said you couldn't go. It's a school night. But anyway, thanks for telling the truth. So then that means for a week you can't go out. But I told the truth, okay, and I didn't punish you for a long time either, did I? No, ma'am. Okay. But you have to start not making excuses, but putting in the work to ensure that you're teaching them those moral values when you can, while it's early, so they will get to be ingrained in them. Because your moral compass, I mean, that to me is so valuable. That's your ethics, the things that you value. And if that's your moral compass, then you don't go against that. Because if your moral compass is you don't drink, you go to a party and they're doing a toast and all they have is champagne. Well, first of all, they should know everybody don't drink. So just because, it's just one little sip, I don't drink. So my moral compass is, I don't care if it's just a sip. I don't drink. So I'm not drinking alcohol. You can put some water in my glass. If you didn't drink enough, bring some sparkling grape juice or something. I could put some water in my glass, but I don't drink. I'm not taking a sip of champagne. It's in my moral compass. It is what it is. Oh, I don't use drugs. Girl, I just found something. It'll make you feel so good. It just relaxes you. It's not habit forming, nothing like that. It just makes you rest. No, thank you. Well, why? It's not, I wouldn't, hey, I'm taking it. It's not bothering me. I wouldn't tell you to do it if I thought it wasn't okay. It's in my moral compass that I don't do any kind of unprescribed drugs. And prescribed drugs, I use them very sparingly, only as needed. So no, thank you. Well, okay. I know it's okay. But you don't let anyone change who you are. Be that person that lives out your moral compass. It is what it is. It's non-negotiable. I don't care who it is. It's non-negotiable. It's a new guy you met. It's non-negotiable. New girl you're trying to talk to. Non-negotiable. It's your boss. You want to influence him. Non-negotiable. Be who you are. And if people can't accept it, they can't accept it. But it's best to be who you are, because remember, whether you realize it or not, there is someone watching you. You are somebody's role model. Be a good role model. Do what you say and say what you do. Okay? But honesty, to me, that is a real one, because I'm like this. If you slip up and tell me a lie and I find out, that's a deal breaker right there. That is a deal breaker, because you don't have to do that. You know, it can damage a relationship. It can bruise a friendship. But at least you can be truthful. You know, I know I shouldn't have said it, but I said it. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I did. But at least be honest. Okay? This one, to me, is a big one. It's perseverance. There are a lot of people who start things and they don't finish them. You know, you start, you stop. Start, you stop. Okay, I'm gonna start, and I'm only gonna eat fruits and vegetables. I'm not gonna eat any meat. The only meat I'm gonna eat is fish and chicken. It's all. And you do it for 2 days. Of like, oh, I thought you just ordered pork chops. I thought you was just eating excuse you. This is my lunch. Okay, no problem. But who told you to start it? You started it, but you don't finish anything. But you have to begin to teach your children when they're young. You start something, you finish it. They start a puzzle, and depending on the age, now I'm not talking about a little 3-year-old because their attention span is not long, but you got a 10-year-old, they start doing a puzzle. They get halfway finished with it, then they want to go do something else. They leave the puzzle thinking you're going to put it. No. Come back. You said you were going to do the puzzle, but I'm tired. Okay, you halfway done. I need you to finish up and put it away. And then you go on to the next thing. But I have to do it. No, you're not going to do it later. You're going to do it now. When you start something, you finish. Okay. And, you know, if you start it in the small thing, you know, because you may see a puzzle, what's the big deal? But if you start in the small things and work to the big things, so that, you know, I want to play instrument. What instrument do you want to play? I want to play the piano. Why do you want to play the piano? Oh, I've always wanted to play the piano. Okay, in order to play the piano, I don't know how to play the piano. So you're going to have to take lessons. I'm going to have to get you a piano because you're also going to have to practice. You sure you want to learn how to play the piano? Yeah. Okay, but if I buy a piano, I can't just take it back to the store. Oh, I want to do it. How many of you know when they get those instruments, drums, guitar, they don't stick with it. So that's why it's important with the small things. If you start something, you got to finish it. So you said you want to do piano. I am so sorry. You got this piano. It's going to be paid for. I signed a contract for you to get lessons. It's got to be honored. I got to keep my word. I got to keep my credit. Guess what? You're going to have to learn how to play the piano. You're going to be so good. But it will teach them for the next time. But when they get on a job, oh, I volunteer for that project. Woo, oh, woo. Is there any way that I can swap out with somebody? Was there somebody else that wanted to do this and I took their spot? No. You signed up for it. You have to finish. You have to finish. Oh, I want to be the leader of that ministry. That's is a lot of work. I thought this was going to be so easy. This is not easy. This takes about 10 hours a week of my time. Well, I'm going to tell him I can't do this. Didn't you sign up to do it? Didn't you have to get a background check? Didn't they send you to training? Don't you have a team? What makes you think you just gonna walk in there and say, I don't want to do this anymore? Perseverance. Know what that means and honor it. Make it a part of your moral compass, maybe. But I think that's an important one. Then courage. And when I say courage, I'm not really referring to being afraid of like animals or whatever, but have the courage to stand for what you believe in. Like I was saying, if your moral compass is to do certain things and not do certain things, you don't allow other people to influence you negatively. Let your moral compass be non-negotiable. You have the courage to tell people no. Somebody wants you to do something, you would love to do it. You would really love to do it. But when you let me look at my calendar, oh, I would love to do that. Oh, that sounds so fun. Let me check my calendar first. Check your calendar. If you can't do it, immediately tell them, oh man, I am already obligated to do something. I am not able to do it. But if it ever comes up again, let me know in advance, because I keep everything on my calendar. But I was so looking forward to that. But no, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm glad I checked my calendar. That is so much better than saying, oh man, I don't want to hurt their feelings. But I know I got something to do. What I'm going to do? Maybe I can do both. Can you do both? And do them the best that you can do both? Do you know that you should say no? Are you following your moral compass? It's okay to say no. Have the courage to say no. Have the courage to know if you say things the right way, it shouldn't hurt people's feelings. They should understand. If you, just like in this instance, I said, oh yeah, that's something I would love to do, but let me check my calendar. You should have heard that part too. You shouldn't have just heard, I would love to do it. And then when I say, no, I can't, but I thought you said you love to, but I told you I would have to check my calendar. They shouldn't get an attitude, get angry with you. But if they do, you have the courage to stand your ground. I apologize that you misunderstood, but I clearly said I would love to do it because I would, but I told you I would have to check my calendar first. Yeah, you did. Oh, okay. Well, no hard feelings. Next time, let me know. But have that courage. And then right from wrong. Start early again, start early. Those 10 commandments. And then when there are examples, you point them out. You can't learn if people don't teach you things, and you don't know what you don't know until you learn it, right? So it is very important to know right from wrong. If it's not pleasing, it is wrong. If it's a great job, then tell them it's good. And here's some examples. You go in the store and you've taught your child you're not supposed to take anything that doesn't belong to you. And they've seen you go in the store and you always have to pay. They go in the store, you get outside and took something out of the store that they weren't supposed to. Oh, you're going to take this bag. Why? Because you took candy from the store. You did not pay for it. It didn't belong to you. That was stealing. That was wrong. Now you march your little happy hips back in there, apologize and give it back to them. And then they still might make you pay for it, but you go right back in there. You're teaching them. If you go outside and say, I'm surprised somebody didn't run out here behind us and put us in jail, but you just get on in the car and go. You're teaching them, okay, so if I do it by accident, it's okay. No, no, that was wrong. You have to take it back inside. Okay. You go home and you tell your mom, oh, I think I made a good grade today. Oh, I hate this subject. Okay, you hate the subject, so that means what? I need to study more. Okay, well, why you think you made a good grade today? Oh, because I looked at my friend's paper. What do you mean you looked at your friend's paper? Y'all studied together? No, when we were taking the test, I was looking at my friend's paper. You wasn't supposed to look at your friend's paper. Why? He let me. That's not a good reason. He's supposed to be taking his test for what he learned. He studied and learned, and you're supposed to be doing the same thing. That's not right. Don't ever do that ever again. And then if your teacher catches you doing that, instead of making whatever grade that you made, because I don't know what that's going to be, they can give you a 0. Even if I made 100, you could have made 100, but if they know you copied off someone else's paper, they can give you a 0. So suppose your friend that's really, really smart didn't study this time, and everyone he got right, you got right, and everyone he got wrong, you got wrong. Teacher might not think that was made a lot of sense. You might get questioned on it, and you have to tell the truth. But you don't do things like that. That's wrong. Okay. Hey, where you been? You should have been in here 10 minutes ago. I know, Mrs. Jones, someone had knocked her garbage over, and I picked it up. She was trying to do it, but I told her I would do it for her. I picked it up and then raked up everything. I washed my hands. Oh, good job. That was being kind. Thank you so much for doing that. So, it's not one of those things where you don't fuss or tell them when they're doing something wrong. And when they do something right, you don't say anything. You do both. I'm so proud of you. You did this. That was the right thing to do. You did this. You shouldn't have done that. That wasn't right. Don't ever do that again. Or you make them correct it. But these are some things where you can start early with those moral compasses that you want your teenage, your young adult, your adult children to have. And starting early and add to it till they have their own moral compass based on their own self-discipline. And they are proud of the person that they have become. And they have a moral compass that's not negotiable. I think it would make you proud, Mom. So mothers, please, please, please help your children to learn the difference between right and wrong in their early development and all these other things. And I think that they will enjoy knowing that they have strong moral compasses. So thank you, everyone. If you joined late, please go back and look at this in its entirety. Make sure that you comment, you share. If you have not already liked my Build Your Best Life Facebook page, please like and please subscribe to my YouTube page as well. Please join us on Tuesday. You know what Tuesdays are? That is Blueprint for Success. And we have an awesome person, an awesome young lady, and an awesome message that we're going to be talking about on Tuesday. This is going to be Tuesday, the 21st. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to have Esther Marino from Huntsville, Alabama. And our topic is going to be crisis. But it's not going to be all gloom and doom. You're going to really, really, I think, love this. Especially if you have children, enjoy working with children, or whatever. So please join us Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think you will greatly enjoy it. And again, thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember, we are declaring Jeremiah 29:11 over your life. Because God, what? He wants you to have prosperity, not disaster. And he also wants you to have a future. The future plans that you hope for, right? He wants you to have what you hope for. And that's wonderful. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to design your blueprint for success based on the plans that God gives you. Put in the work and build your best life. You can do it. You can do it. Remember, God has those plans for you. He wants you to be to do your best and be your best. And he's got something for you. And remember, building your best life is our business. That is not a slogan. It is our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. I hope to see you on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a Blueprint for Success. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Love you. Bye-bye.